Hello my beautiful people, and welcome back to my channel Life with Nati, or welcome in if you're new. My name is Natalia, friends and family call me Nati. Today we are here with a different setup. I'm sorry. My baby is awake and she's running around, and I don't feel comfortable with her being on camera. So if she came in here while the camera was facing me, she would want to say hi to everybody and she'll stay in the background. So just to keep it easier on me, we're doing it this way. I'm sorry if you don't like it. This is not how I plan on doing it from here on out. So you're looking at some of my projects. So just the cover photos. This week, you guys, I did a total of 3,740 stitches this week. Yeah, it was a pretty good-ish week. All right, let's go ahead and just jump into the whips that I did do. No, actually, we're going to change it up a little bit. I'm doing the intro, letting you guys know, and then we're going to jump straight into the game, and then we'll come back and I'll show you all of the progress of each individual item. Yeah, okay. Hello everybody, and here we are with round 4 of the Not So Sorry game. If you hear noise in the background, I have both of my kids. They're both awake. But we're still going to do this, right? Alright, so let's go ahead and start with red. Red 1. Okay. $100 for breakfast in bed. Blue 2. 1, 2. That's 200 for Dreams of Wolf. Yellow. Move a pawn from your start area to take the place of another player's pawn, which must return to its own start area, or move 4. We're just gonna move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, oh wait, that's 400 for yellow. Okay, Merry Mushroom Cottage is green, and that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 110 for Merry Mushroom. Alright, I will be back with the life game. Alright, here we are with the life game. We're going to go ahead and spin for pink. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so grow to your family, yes or no? Why do I feel like we already went through this? Okay, anyways, okay. Of course it's yes. Why wouldn't it be? Jesus, pink. So that's yes for pink. We have to pop a peg. That's yes. We also have to pay 50K to the bank. Alright, so that was pink. It was at a stop sign. And we had to pay 50K, so that's, I want to say 500. Or was it just 50? Alright, we'll see. I will let you know in a moment after we play the game. So 50K. Alright, and we gotta spin again. Five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a payday. So that's 100 for payday. And then she gets paid 80K 50K. And then we have an action. You fall while rescuing a kitten stuck in a tree. The whole town chips in to pay your medical bills. Collect 20K from each player. All right. I bet Green's not happy about that. All right. So that was action. And we have to do 20. So 200 for action. All right. Next up we have yellow. Doesn't matter, we're stopped. Does yellow get married? Where did I put my tablet? Oh. Let's see. Yes, they do. All right, we got to add a peg to yellow. Okay, yellow gets a peg. Oh, wait. We also have to add a peg for pink. So I'm sorry about the banging. My daughter's playing with her puzzle right behind me. Pokemon. Add a peg. That's 150. And then yellow just added a peg. Add a peg. That's 150. And then they had a stop. Oh wait, and I think we have to pay 50. Yes. We have to pay 50K to the bank. Which means I think it's only 50. And if I want to do more, I do more. So that's 50 for having to pay 50K. They do want to get married. I'm going to spin again to continue. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, payday. Payday for yellow. That's 100. And then we landed on an action. That escalated quickly. You're the clear winner in a high stakes dance off. Collect 20K from another player. We're gonna take it from green because why not? So 20K from green. All right. And that was 20K for action space. That's 200. All right. Now we got green. Green has 2. 1, 2. Of course, invest. So we're definitely going to invest. We're going to take his investment card. And then, alright, we're just going to go right here and be like, pick a number 1 through 10, generate, it's 6. Okay. So, we're going to put his card on 6. So when you land here, decide if you want to invest. We did. You can earn money every time a player spins your investment number, but it will cost you up front. Will your investment pay off? Don't want to risk it. Keep your money and stay where you are until your next turn. Want to invest? Pay 50K to the bank. He has to pay 50K. Okay, choose an investment number and place your investment card under the number on the game board with the values covered. You will be invested for the rest of the game. The earlier in life you can buy in, the better. Every time a player, including yourself, spends your investment number, bump your investment card to display the next payout level and collect that amount from the bank. The first time your number spun, you'll get 10K. The second time, 20K, and so on. Once you hit 50K, you continue collecting that amount. Alright. Alright. I have to stitch 400 for invest on green. Okay. Alright. So a quick round off. We have the pink. Pink, we have to do 50 stitches for career diploma stops and loans, 200 for action space, 150 for add a peg, and 100 for payday. Yellow, we have to do 50 for the stop, 200 for action, 150 for add a peg, and 100 for payday. And then green, 400 for invest. All right, you guys, I will see you guys in a moment. Yeah, hopefully when I put my son down for his night-nights. All right, we are back. Okay, so let's start with what was called for last week. First off, for the Stitchy game, for the Not So Sorry Stitchy game, was Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. It was called last week for 100 stitches. I did 221 stitches in total, and it's bringing me to 4.57%. And this is what it's looking like now. So I got some right here, mostly right here is where I stitched, but there's still going to be last week's photo is going to be somewhere around here. Alright, so that's Treasure Hunt Bookshelf. This week 400 was called for this project, so 400 will be put in this week. Okay, let's go ahead and move this to the side. Next up is Merry Mushroom Cottage by Amy Stewart, Treaded by Heaven and Earth Design. Last week 110 was called for, and I did a total of 150, bringing it to 0.32%, and this is what I got so far. This week, 100 was called for last week. 110 is called for this week. Next up is Dream of Wolves. This is what it's going to look like. This is by Amy Enes Guerrero, charted by Thread Geeks. This is going to be discontinued December 31st. So if you really like this pattern, I suggest that you go ahead and go get her fast. Alright, last week 100 was called for. I did 206 stitches. Please disregard the stain. I spilled drink and I tried to clean it off. It was a no-go. But yes, this is what she is looking like now. She's at 0.58%. And then this week I have to do 200 stitches on her. Lastly, for the Not So Sorry Stitchy game is Amy Stewart's Breakfast in Bed. This is what it's going to look like when she is complete. Last week 300 was called for, and I did a total of 407 stitches, bringing me to 0.29%. And this week 100 was called for. This is what she's looking like now. Oh, sorry. Alright, now for the Stitchy Life game. First off, we had Alternate Reality. Here is what she will look like when she is complete. This is a Josephine Wall. This is Supersize Alternate Reality. 100 was called for, and I did a total of Sorry, I'm going to control the fabric. I did a total of 409 stitches. Look at that face. Oh my gosh, look at that face. So 409 was done, bringing it to 0.39%. This week I have to do 200 stitches for pink action space. Set that to the side. Next up we have Pokemon. So this is Generation 1 Epic Pokemon. So 150 was called for adding a peg for pink. I have to open it, sorry. And I did a total of 493 stitches. And you're about to see why I did so many. I did Flareon. You guys, look at Flareon! I had to finish her. I couldn't stop until she was finished. This is the next Pokemon after her, so I didn't stitch this piece. I'm doing this on 28 count 1/1 full cross. She is now 1.05% done, and I'm not sure if I said it, but again this week 150 is to be done. On this one it's probably going to be more because I am liking doing Pokemon by Pokemon. I think I'm going to come back up here. Alright. Next one that was called for was Grand Quick Stitch, the Grand Butterfly Ball by Amy Stewart. This was for payday for pink. 100 was called for, and I did a total of 222 stitches, bringing it to 0.27%. And this is where I am now. This is on 32 count 1/1 tent. I'm not sure if I'm liking the tent look because of the sparseness, but it's okay. All right. Next up we have Quick Stitch Patchwork Quilt Room by Cyril McKetty. This one, 200 was called for. I did a total of 409 stitches, and it's still on its scroll frame, so this is what she is looking like now. And I have 200 to stitch on her this week as well. It's such bright, beautiful colors. This is 28 count 2/1 10 stitch. Alright, next up we have Dancing Peacocks. This is Payday for Yellow. This is what it will look like when it's done. Artist is that person. 100 was called for this one. I did a total of 128 stitches. And I'm trying to control the threads, so just give me 1 second. Alright, this is on 22 count 2/1 full cross. Sorry, full cross. This is what she's looking like now. And I have to do another 100 this week for this one. Next up we have Mini Scale, artwork by Anna Deitman. This is what it's going to look like when she's done. $50 was called for this one. I did a total of 120 stitches, bringing me to 0.87%. It's a lot of light colors going on here. This is on 25 count 2/1 tent. And I don't have to stitch on this one this week. Alright, lastly, for last week we have Cuddle Time by Randall Spangler. 200 was called for. I did a total of 220 stitches, bringing me to 2.47%. And this is where I am now. I'm trying to work in all these part threads. Once I finish that, I'm going to start filling it in so it won't look so wonky. But this one was not called for this week. Alright, we have two newer ones for this week's stitchy game. We have Yellow finally hit a stop sign, and that calls for Beauty and Beast, charted by Diana over on Etsy. This one, it calls for 50. There's no way I'm just going to do 50. I'm probably going to do way more than that. But it calls for 50. This is what... Whoa, hang on. This is what she is looking like now. This is 25 count, 2/1 stitch, easy grid fabric. It's coming out so pretty. And then the other one that's called for is Little Cake Shop, Quick Stitch Little Cake Shop Max Colors. This is for Add a Peg. I need to do 150 stitches on this one. This is what she is looking like now. Sorry for the shaking. So this is what she is looking like now. Alright, now for the extra stitching I've done. I'm not Nati without doing a new start, right? Because, yeah, who am I if I'm not? Alright, I did do a new start this week. I did, and I will try my best to remember to pop up a picture because I don't have one in hand right now. But I did Amy Stewart's Traveling Library. This is on 32 count fabric. This is 1/1 full cross. I did a total of 517 stitches, bringing me 0.12%. And I started at the very center of the piece. Right, this right here is the bottom of the bed, and this is the rug. So yeah, I'm loving this one. I'm actually loving the 1/1 full cross on 32 count. Look at how itty bitty those stitches are. Alright. Alright, and lastly we have my Christmas house piece that I'm doing with Slow Stitch with Yogi and that crew. I decided to change course. I was sorry about this. That's my daughter. She put her fingerprint there and I tried to clean it and it just made it worse. But I tried to start with the nursery, and oops, the air stitching drove me absolutely insane, and I couldn't. I had to move away from there. So I moved to the house, to the room right next door to it. I did 228 stitches, bringing me 0.49%, and this is 1/1 on 32 count. Give me a second, my daughter just fell. Okay, I'm back. She's okay. She got excited playing with her little blocks and she fell off the chair, but she's okay. But yes, this is where I'm at with this one. I'll continue doing here, and then I'm hoping that once I do the border of this window, the air stitching won't be as bad, because it's been giving me extreme migraines and I want to enjoy stitching. Alright. That is all my cross stitching for this week. I have tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm doing a marathon live, starting my Dragonfly into the Night. I'm super excited, super nervous. I'm always nervous going live because I don't know if I will be too quiet or too boring, but I know I'm going to enjoy the heck out of starting that project. I've been wanting to start it for a while. So I hope I see some of you guys there. Let me just put some stuff in front so that you guys can look at something instead of a black desk. This is a little awkward doing this video like this. I'm used to, you know, not showing my face, but I'm used to like diamond painting or something, and not you just staring at my desk. But again, I don't feel comfortable with my daughter being on camera, so safe than sorry. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's so short, but short and sweet, to the point. You guys gonna have me all day tomorrow. I'm doing a 10-hour marathon live, so excited. Alright, you guys, I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys laters.